Welcome back, survivors. I'm Chububba1, and in this episode, well, remember in the last episode at the end, I might have said something like this. It looks like there's going to be about 2 more episodes left. Well, in this episode, our plans have changed, and we're going to tame an X-Sabertooth Salmon, which I didn't even know was possible. We're going to mostly tame an Astrocetus, and then I'm going to I have to craft a new skiff, and then later spawn in another one because the first one gets stuck in the ceiling and then somehow gets stuck in the floor. I don't know, it's pretty weird. And then we're going to hunt a brute Reaper King. We're going to gather up the mysterious lights across the asteroids, and we're going to end the episode early by escorting a bulb dog across the asteroid, because that's what you do when you're on a lunar asteroid. So, without any further ado, let's get right into the mission. So what I wanted to do was to tame an X-Sabertooth Salmon, and I needed some fungal wood. So you can get that from those weird red-tipped fungus-looking trees. And so I brought that back, got the rest of the resources, and I crafted 4 or 5 fish nets, and then spent 20 frustrating minutes trying to catch salmon at my base, and all I caught was a lamprey, which, if you're on the island, they're like leeches. And yes, they do offer some protection from radiation, but to me they're just gross. I mean, just look at it there on the screen. That's nasty. And so you get them off just the same way you get leeches off, and that is you jump in the fire. And of course there's close to no gravity here, so I had to jump really high. So I got him off, went back and tried to catch more salmon and failed, and then I saw one stuck in the rock, so I stuck the fish net right there, and it says trap it, press Y to trap it. So I did, and it was in my inventory right there. I was like, whoa, I did it. So I can't release it out here because it's a fish and it'll die on the land, so I had to go back in the water and let this guy go. And this was the last of the X dinosaurs on the Genesis 1 map that I did not have, which I've never tamed a salmon anyway, but you know. And so then you just equip the fish net underwater, and voila, it's released, and I have me a salmon. And so I promptly named it Chicken of the Sea and cryopotted it. Right, so the next step was to tame an Astrocetus. So I needed another skiff. Once I had all the materials, I crafted one of those. I still had a cannon and some cannonballs left over from taming the X rock elemental, and so I loaded up those guys, and I mounted the cannon on the front of the skiff, and actually lined it up pretty good this time compared to what I did with that rock elemental a few episodes ago. Went ahead and loaded it and stuck the rest of the cannonballs in the skiff's inventory because it can hold 16,000 pounds, which is crazy. And then there's some other modifications I did to the skiff, which were very minor, didn't cost a whole lot. Some couple of pillars and a couple of ceilings, and I got this whole idea from Steve at Nublitz, and he's the one that came up with the idea. So when you dismount from the skiff, you don't fly up into the air 15 feet and then have to float back down. You literally hit your head on the ceiling and you're back down. And that's exactly what I needed. Now I'm just trying to find a whale. And I don't show it on the map, but if you go up the western side, up towards the north, that is where the whales will often spawn. And so they need a cannonball in the head. Level 23. That one's going to work great. But yeah, they need a couple of cannonballs in the head to knock them out. So I just need to kind of line up where I think this whale is going, get it to aggro on me, and then I realized I had nothing to make it aggro on me. So I had to go back to the base and get a long neck rifle. Because I need to get his attention so his head will face me. That worked. And then aim left, aim down, hurry, he's getting close, aim down, fire, bonk, right in the noggin. So I'm fixing to grab another cannonball and I'm like, he's not moving. Either he's dead or he's knocked out. Well, I guess if he's dead, he would have fallen. So he's already knocked out. So I'll pull up close so I can give him some kibble. And then I... this is such a great tame. I got up here and realized I had no kibble. I ended up having to go back to the volcanic biome because that's where the kibble was. I had the wrong kind of kibble here on this biome. Anyway, gave him the kibble, and after a little while, he ate a few pieces and got tamed up. Was really intent on attacking whatever it is that's down there. Did not want to follow my whistles. Was not following me back to the base very well, so I thought I'm going to stick him in a cryopod. He wouldn't hold still, so I just jumped on him and got lucky with the cryopod. But now I'm free falling. Far away from my skiff. And now I gotta find the skiff, whistle it down so I can get out of here. There it is. Some more trouble. So, you may be wondering why I didn't just throw a saddle on the whale and then fly it back to my base. And that's because I didn't have one at the lunar base. So I checked the volcanic base, no saddle there. I checked the bog, no saddle there. I didn't have any saddles in the Arctic, so this was my last hope. And as it turns out, I haven't learned the Astrocetus saddle yet, because you don't get to learn that until you beat the beta master controller. So I can reuse the metal foundation that the cannon was on, but I took the cannon off, put the cannonballs away, and now I'm crafting some light charges, light batteries. I honestly. Anyway, I need a few of those because I'm going to mount a portable light cannon, or is it light gun, or man, I can't remember what anything's called anymore. But you can see it there on the front, mounted it on the end of the
There's no thrill like the
foundation. Portable light charge. Because we're going after the brute Reaper King. And while it wasn't a problem on Gamma and Beta, I know it's going to be a problem on Alpha.
Scanner active.
Of course, the problem I'm having here is finding the footprints. I can see them underneath the skiff.
What's this?
Through that little transparent area on the skiff.
Wait a tick, and I'll scan this for you.
So I'm afraid he's going to get in my way.
Scan this right quick.
I've had trouble with meanie dinosaurs riding on my skiff with me. And then I've got to find the footprints. Because it's daylight, they're super difficult to find.
What's this?
You know, and I can't find it. Just look there. There it was. Right there. I'll look and see what direction they're pointing. Try to find the next set. and it's taking forever. And I don't have that kind of time to waste on this alpha mission because I'll run out of time. So I hit cancel. And let it get dark, or darker, and try it again, since daylight and nighttime don't seem to mean a whole lot here. It's just when areas are in shadows and when they're not, really.
There's no thrill like the thrill of the hunt.
So get to the first spot, and if you look on the right of the screen, you can see for it's a bug hunt. It says 1, 2, 3 nameless, no Reaper, and that's what makes this mission so difficult. It's not that it's nameless. Nameless are easy. Of course, I've got a light pet on my shoulder, and Stitch is taking damage, but he can take out these nameless faster than anything else. See, they're already done, dealt with. 8-ball, in the pocket.
I found something.
So I did use Stitch to take out the nameless,
Slow down. I should
even though
scan this.
he took more damage than a Giga would have.
Wait,
So I followed the
and I'll scan
prince.
this for you.
Here we are at the last
Hold
stop.
up, survivor. What's
So
this?
I kind of want to get set up before I aggro the brute Reaper King. I want to get the skiff up out of range, high off the ground. Get this thing that has those 3 batteries in it, and we're going to point it down, which takes forever on the Xbox, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not even sure if it helped or not. I couldn't tell if I had it pointed in the wrong place. I couldn't tell if I was too far. You know, I don't know. I'm just hoping that it's all going to work. But I'm not going to use Stitch, because the light will weaken Stitch as well. And so I brought Biggin. So we're going to hop on Biggin, the Giga, to do this. And I want to lure that Reaper King not only where the light is sitting, but in this little mini canyon between these big rocks, because that tail swipe will send me flying. And I don't want to get knocked off this asteroid. So either the light or my light pet or both are weakening the Reaper King. And I'm doing what I think is some pretty good damage, but you can see the Reaper King's doing some... I got super lucky there. I would have fallen off, but I hit those rocks, and I was able to run up the rocks and not go over the edge. Now I'm just waiting to fall down, and he leapt at me, and he's going to fly off the asteroid and respawn. Yeah, see, the game just made him respawn. So I've got to lead him back to this spot where I'm hoping the light is shining. But now I'm facing the wrong way. I thought I was doing some decent damage to him. But I can see while I'm fumbling around trying to turn around this giant school bus that it really didn't do that much damage. There's only 6 minutes left. So I bust out Brownie in Motion, the other Giga I have with me. Okay, between the two of us, maybe we can get this done. So, of course, a Reaper comes out. Kill one of the... Or I said Reaper. Meant Nameless. Killed one of the Nameless already. There's the Reaper. Now I call Brownie in Motion for help. And even though the Reaper's doing a lot of damage, between the two of us, we're doing more damage. We're doing more damage per second than the Reaper King is. See, normally on these hunts, whatever the brute is would already be down to 1/3 of its health. But they were sneaky, and it wasn't. It was at 100% health. So I had it in the perfect spot, surrounded by the walls, and then we took it out. And I just wanted to make sure that Brownie in Motion didn't take off and do something stupid. And then I could take my gig over here and take out these two nameless. Just like that. Easy
You bagged
peasy.
yourself quite a trophy.
Right, so of course I left the game and I came back the next day to run some more missions. My skiff had decided to float up into the ceiling. And I tried ghosting up there, which didn't seem to help to get it out. Used a grappling hook to grapple up there and get on it and try to wiggle, you know, go forward, backwards, sideways, at angles, give it the gas to try to make it fly. Nothing was getting it out of the ceiling. So I just ended up spawning another one. And so here it is. And the other one's still in the ceiling. This is the gather mission on this map. Or on this biome, I guess. I should have known better than to do it during the daytime, because these are hard to see against a white background, like they are in the snow in the Arctic. But it is what it is. So I thought I'd try it anyway. You also have to, on almost all these missions, I ran out of time because I couldn't find them. So I just kind of gave up and let the time run out.
I figured you were more of a hunter than a gatherer.
Yeah, thank you for that. So I did start it again. What I was saying was, you do have to kind of time these in between the meteor storms. So as soon as a meteor storm stops, one where the meteors come down from above, then I try to run these missions. And then it's, you know, if they're coming from underneath, if I'm not having to go from asteroid to asteroid, then I'm okay. But otherwise, I just have to wait. And it's kind of like waiting on the volcano. There's nothing to be done. I'm disappointed that I didn't see this one. I don't know why I'm going so slow. Because this one has appeared in this spot a few times. At first, I thought it would be impossible to reach. And I do have grappling hooks with me, but you don't need them to reach this one. You just got to get really close to the scar, which you don't want to get in the scar, because your armor will be destroyed right away and you will die. But just jump. And in the low gravity, you can reach it.
But we need heaps more.
Anyway, so I'm trying to find the second one. Of course, I see it, you know, watching the video the second or third time through here. But when I was actually playing this, I didn't see it till just then. It's in the scar, and that's a big no-no. I'm not even going to try, because, like I said, it'll destroy my armor. I'll probably die. It's not worth the risk. So I just went ahead, parked near the starting beacon, and canceled, and started the mission again. Because, you know, they're pretty random where they show up. And to me, this first part is the hardest part. If you can get past this, the rest of it's pretty easy.
Gathering.
This is the most difficult part, simply because of that big radiation scar. And they seem to be spread out over a really large area. And the others, not so much. So, pretty easy to grab here. I thought, okay, well, this is gonna be somewhere else, but there it was, not where I thought it would be, which is fine. Got it.
That's the stuff. But we need heaps more.
And I don't see the third one. I mean, I did see it just a second ago, but I haven't seen it in the game. Oh, now I see it. What I don't see is this massive pack of raptors, like right behind me. Anyway, so I'm able to get up here, get this, get back on, and there's like, look at them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 raptors. Man, if I had been a little closer to the ground, I'd have been dead. That was just pure luck. Yeah, so I'm trying to find the last one. I'm afraid I see it in the scar, but I'm wrong. It's right there. And I'm very glad that it's right there and not in the scar. Because like I said, this is the hardest part. And so once you can get past the 4 from this area,
Let's get some more of those.
the rest is pretty easy. I don't know how you would do this without a skiff, to be honest with you. Because it's a long ways away in the low gravity. And through the magic of editing, we can speed this up. This part's pretty easy. Yep. No raptors. They do like to put them on top of these pillars. And with the skiff, that's not a problem. Sometimes I'm able to line it up really well and I can just step off and grab it. Other times, you just get close and you can jump in the low gravity and get up there and get them without any problem. And I already saw the 4th one off to the right. So I know that this is going to go quick. Right there. And then away we go. Again, across the map to the other one. And like I said, I don't know how you would do this with enough time left over without a skiff. This area is not much different than the previous. You know, sometimes they're up on pillars. You just got to kind of look around. And, you know, I use the grappling hook to get back on the skiff because it's quicker. Yeah, like there I fell off. Easily fixed with the grappling hook. I think I brought 2 stacks of them. There it is. One more. And then this area is complete. Right there. Easy. So once you've finished this 3rd region, the next one is down. And there's only one, so you've got loads of time. But you're just going to go down. And like in the volcanic biome, the Gather mission, it's in the mouth of the cave to kind of lead you into the cave, which is smart. Otherwise, we would all be scurrying around on top of the cave trying to find these things. The cave can be a little tricky, but not too bad. That's some ace driving right there. There's Ravagers in here, and they are paying the rear, although none show up this time. At least one, if not 2 of these things will appear underwater. So I got that one.
Let's get some more of those.
I'm going to change armor. And the next one is right there under the water. Of course, the skiff's not going to go under. Usually there's two underwater, so you do need something that will shoot underwater, because sometimes there's carcinos or, you know, the giant crab or lampreys or other stuff in the water. The shotgun will not work underwater, so I've got my tech rifle. Got that one. Usually there's one right underneath the land bridge. There wasn't this time. I couldn't jump to get out, so the grappling hook saved the day here. There's one. Just one more. Lots of time left. There it is. Usually there's Ravagers in this area. I don't know where they are. I guess they went to McDonald's or something.
Yeah, that's what I call.
Maybe the easiest alpha gather mission next to the bog. So this mission, this little light of mine, is a defend escort mission.
It's got that critter there.
We've got a little bulb dog, and we've got to escort it to a teleporter. We don't have to go across any other asteroids. We're going to stay on this one. I did speed it up because it's pretty repetitive. I'm on a Giga because I'm wearing a light pet. This is the most aberration-like mission so far on this map. Almost everything that comes at me is from aberration. Seekers, Nameless. There's Adolescent Reaper Kings, which were not on aberration, but there are Reaper Kings in this also. Adolescent Reaper Prince. My bad. But anyway, so that's why I'm using the Giga, and you definitely need a light pet if you're gonna do this. And what I've noticed, I don't know if it's a bug or if it was always this way. On aberration, you can turn the light pets on and off as you need to, because the Seekers are attracted to the light from the light pet. Of course, the light from the light pet damages the Nameless and the Reapers. And so you have the ability to control that on aberration. And here, I do not. And so all my light pets are set on automatic. As soon as they are charged up, they light up. And I pumped all the levels pretty much into the range and a little bit into the capacity for this light pet. So we've got a big light, and it spreads out over a large area. Yeah, let's see, there's a Reaper. Lots of Nameless. A nameless number of Nameless. A few more Seekers. There's some Reaper Princes, followed by Reaper King. And I think my little bulb dog took more damage this time than any other time. Oh, it did. Definitely more than all the other times, the Gamma and the Beta put together. I don't think either of those other times it ever dipped below 2,000. But, you know, 682 is fine. He won't get on the pad. I think I'm too far away. And then he stops because, again, I'm too far away. So he teleports
Just
off.
one last
Hopefully not
checkpoint
to
to go.
Aberration. You're gonna die there, bud.
We made it! Woo!
And then the loot. Lots of tech chess pieces, which is fantastic. And so if you need to farm them, this is the mission to get them. So thanks for joining me today for this mess. Like I said, I thought I was going to get done with all the missions in this episode, but that's not going to happen. That's all the time we've got for today, but the next episode will happen very soon because I've already shot all the video for it. So next time, we'll have the remaining missions, and then off camera I'll be prepping for the beta master controller fight. So we beat the gamma, we're going to attempt the beta, we're not going to bother with the alpha. And at some point, before I leave, I need to consolidate all of my stuff that I've got scattered all over my different outposts on this map to the bog, the main bog base. And this I can load it all in the skiff, but it's going to be a lot of trips. And I'm going to have to expand the bog base to hold all the ridiculous number of saddles and armor and weapons and tools and food even. So thanks for watching. Thanks for any likes. If you have questions or comments, go away, bug. Leave those down below, and I will catch you next time.